Hey, what's up, forum? It's Mojo Jojo, and I'm bringing you some Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. It's TDM on Underpass, and it has been a while since I've played some TDM on this game, and it's been even longer since I've played Underpass. And you'll notice that throughout the gameplay, because there'll be long periods of time without a whole lot of action, and that's because I'm running around trying to find somebody, and I predicted spawn, but there'll be nobody there, and it's because I just forgot how the spawn system works in this game. So I'll be running around looking for people, can't find anybody. I also kind of forgot how the map layout works. There'll be times where I'm strafing around, I'll run into something, thinking there's not going to be anything there, but there's like a barrel or a wooden pallet there. At least in terms of the gameplay, I'm using a fairly cookie cutter class. I'm using the Silence UMP, Lightweight Marathon, Ninja Pro, or they're all Pro, I believe. I'm running 357 UAV, Predator, and Harrier streaks. And I like running lower kill streaks in TDM for Modern Warfare 2 just because, one, I don't want to rely on the high-end kill streaks to do all the work for me because a lot of people will shoot them down fairly quickly in this game. And the other thing is I feel like the UAV, especially when you're running in a solo situation, is a lot more beneficial for you and your team than starting off with something like the Predator. And another thing I noticed whenever I was playing this game is I don't really like playing solo domination in Modern Warfare 2, but I love playing solo TDM. And it's the opposite on Black Ops. I hate playing solo TDM, but I love playing solo domination. For me, I feel like there's different pacings in both those respective modes. And right here I call in a Predator thinking after I killed that guy there'd be nobody left in the building. But their entire team's in there. I guess I should have checked out that room. I forgot that people really love to sit back there and camp and snipe. And the other thing I noticed between Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops is in Modern Warfare 2, every single one of my classes, save for one, uses the Semtex grenade. Switch over to Black Ops, every single one of my classes except for one uses frag. And to be honest, the frag grenade you can throw at a further distance. You can cook it so you decide when it will explode, and it has a larger blast radius. So I really feel like the frag is the better all-around lethal equipment. And yeah, I forgot that guy. There's that camping spot right there. But I just really I prefer the Semtex in this game for some reason. But enough about the gameplay. I wanted to talk about an idea I had for Modern Warfare 3, and any other ideas that I have for Modern Warfare 3. I might bring them up in future videos. but I noticed before Black Ops came out on the Call of Duty HQs, they're the official forums for Call of Duty. They were the official forums for Black Ops, and they're going to be the forums that are going to be used for Modern Warfare 3 as well. Before Black Ops came out, there was a lot of requests for different playlists, like competitive playlist was a request, snipers only playlist, pistols only, kind of niche playlists that was popular amongst a lot of people, but just except for the competitive playlist, they were never created for Black Ops. And a couple of reasons for that is one, the devs don't want to fracture the playlist. They don't want a whole group of playlists, and I know I missed that guy right there. And the reason for that is whenever this is like I said, this is the first couple games back playing Modern Warfare, and in order to record live, I have this component to HDMI converter, and it makes the screen a lot darker. And I have not adjusted the brightness for this game yet, so things are a lot darker whenever I play the game versus how you see it on here. But like I said, they don't want to fracture the playlists because if they do that, then it's harder to find a host. It's harder to find other people. So it might take longer to get in the games, and the host might not be as great a quality as you would with lesser playlists. And the other thing is just sheer popularity. If you make this playlist and a couple thousand people play it versus hundreds of thousands of people playing other playlists, there might not be a big enough incentive to make new ones in the future. And I think that was kind of the case in Modern Warfare 2. They made the Capture the Flag only playlist pretty deep into the game, and it was popular. A lot of people enjoyed it, but I think compared to the other game modes, there's only a couple thousand people playing it at a time. So they want to avoid those couple of things. But I thought this might be a solution to cater to people that are looking for game modes that might not be included in public playlists. Not going to be the most feasible thing in the world. I doubt it would ever be incorporated, especially this close to the release of the game. But anyone who's ever played any PC gaming, especially PC gaming that has searchable servers, this is an idea I got from that. So like, if you're playing Counter-Strike, one of the things you can do to find a server is that you can search based on latency, and you can search based on map and the game type. So that way I can find the very specific game that I want to play and go right into it, and not have to worry about any variants, and all the rules I like are there. Well, I thought, why can't you do that using private matches and you yourself on your Xbox host the game? I mean, people do that all the time for game battles. They take the MLG variant rules and they host the game. The difference, though, is that every single private match that people want people to join can be seen. So I'll jump into the private match tab, and I can search. It'll show a full list of every single game mode and all the titles. It'll have the titles of every single person hosting a game, and it'll also have their latency next to it. And I can do things, if I wanted to search, say, quick scoping only. Every single game that has the quick scoping in the title will show up. Or I can search based on criteria. So everything you can use to customize a private match, you can search on that. So I can search, you know, snipers only and you know, stuff like that, and it'll pull a list of all of the different things that match that criteria. And then, you know, if I was the one to host the game, I could save it in my file share. I can host it whenever I want. I can set up invite only, friends only, public, so anybody can join. I can put a player limit on there, so if I only want 12 people total or 6 people in the game, I can do that. I can set it up so maybe people can't join until the next game or the next round. That way you don't have a bunch of people joining mid-game. You can set the score limit, you can set all the maps that are acceptable, stuff like that. So I mean, modes that people really didn't expect to be incorporated, like pistols only or Michael Myers or sniping only. I mean, that's something I hear about a lot. And G18, man, the range on those guns are ridiculous. but hopefully, I hope you guys are seeing what I'm saying. Is it would be a way to bring people together to play different game types that would not normally exist in a public setting. And the kind of a benefit to this is, say people still really wanted to see snipers only in a public lobby, or pistols only in a public lobby. Well, if enough people started playing it on the private matches and they were able to see that, collect that data and see a lot of people playing it, then that's the evidence they need, or at least some evidence you can use to show that, hey, this is extremely popular, this should be incorporated in a public list setting. Just something I was thinking about. That, like I said, could bring people together. It could kind of solve a lot of problems in terms of just getting people to try out playlists that they normally would never see or do. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, if it's something you're interested or making a modification of it. I think the final score was 32-3 or something like that. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys think. And like always, take it easy.